If my wife right now doesn't like something that I do, I'm gonna see what I can do to fulfill that.
You're in a different position though, bro. You're married. I think you're looking at it in the lens
But
of
even if I
marriage.
really like my girl,
No. Bro, I'm not like that. I'm sorry. If my girl I don't want you talking to this person, that's not happening, bro.
I think I'm in love with my friends with benefits.
Ooh.
I came out of a long-term relationship and I started to miss sex.
you're not taking me to Shakey's. You are
Yeah.
only taking me to Pound Town.
My boyfriend has a toxic, manipulative friend and it's ruining my trust in him.
Ooh.
Is it toxic of me to ask him not to talk to his friend anymore?
That, like the fact that they've been with each other for such a long time, he's way older than her and he asked for money back for the meals?
Yo, look, I've come to realize as I've gotten older that some people like being miserable.
I personally don't think it's bad that people have friends, guys and girls have guy best friends or whatever. But statistically, guys, we're here to talk about one thing and one thing only. And you already know we're going to talk about
That SeatGeek.
SeatGeek, baby. Yo, I told you,
What's
and I'm
up?
taking my whole family.
Take
We're
your
going
whole
to
fam.
Monster Jam.
That it.
Kings Games.
That it.
Musical events.
Come on now.
Guys, it's day night every night. What should we do tonight? You know what? Go on SeatGeek. You will figure it out.
70,000 live events, over 35 million downloads. SeatGeek is #1 rated ticketing app for a reason. They make it easy. Green dot means good, red dot means bad. And guess what? We're gonna hook you up. We're gonna hook you up. Hook you up. Hook you up.
Hup them up.
La Plática 10 for 10% off your ticketed purchase. That's right, guys. Download the app. Put in the code La Plática 10. You're gonna get 10% off your ticketed purchase. Look, my favorite DM to receive from you guys is, yo, I went on a date and I used the SeatGeek
Yeah.
app. And of course, I use the code. Or when I see you guys out and about and y'all be calling us out for them shots, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna make me go broke.
If you're watching this with somebody and somebody else is in the room, guess what? Dare them to go on the app right now. And hey, if you love me as a friend, as a partner, or your son, your daughter, go on the app. Take me somewhere tonight.
There it is.
La Plática 10.
10% off your ticketed purchase.
I hope you guys enjoy this next episode just as much as we enjoyed filming it.
See you guys in 12.4 seconds.
I'm gonna use it.
Let me be honest.
Every guest is a privilege.
You want to go there?
It's Jolly. Cause I'm on a podcast with Josh Leyva.
Yeah, you have two, motherfucker.
Let me just tell you.
This is La Plática episode 231.
This is the story of a girl.
I love it when you sing.
Come on, man.
Man, it's Monday. Hashtag Mondays don't suck. Mondays don't suck anymore. Why? It's because this room exists.
Because we here.
These humans that are in this room exist.
Yeah.
So, bienvenidos. I hope that you guys had an amazing weekend and you guys didn't almost black out like myself. I hope that this week brings you positivity, feria, and I hope that you have one of the best meals in your life this week.
Yo, PVs only.
PVs only? What's that mean?
I'll let you figure it out. Let's see.
PVs only.
Who can figure it out first? 3,
PVs?
2, 1. Any takers?
Personal
Villa?
something.
Huh?
Pancho Villa. There's a restaurant called Pancho.
Yeah, there is. I've been there actually.
What's PV?
Positive vibes.
Positive vibes, baby.
Only.
I like that. Yeah,
PV
I like
only.
that. Shout out to our sponsor, SeatGeek.
Number
Number
one
rated ticketing app on the App Store. And we're going to continue this episode from last week's episode because we love talking about perspective of a man. And maybe there's a couple AMID assholes. So let's get it going, man.
Let's get
Can
it
I tell you
out.
though, I did almost black out yesterday, which was Sunday. I did the Rose Bowl half.
Yes.
It was one of the toughest courses I've ever done.
Hilly.
Very hilly. And I've always imagined, I've always thought to myself, damn, I've seen people faint or like pass out or
Yeah.
like hit the ground, you know? And I always wonder like, damn, how does that feel? Because it's...
Have you ever fainted before?
No.
Me neither.
So, and I hope nobody ever does, right? But I feel like I almost did. When I crossed that finish line,
Yeah.
my vision started to black out, in and out.
No way.
Yeah. It took me out, bro. It gassed me out, that course.
But this was the best half marathon time you've had.
I think so. Yeah. I
Right?
think so. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think technically, like my Strava clocks me in a little faster when I did the LA marathon because regardless
for the half.
for a half, like 13 miles, I
Got
did
it.
it faster when I was doing the LA Marathon than I did yesterday. But if you ran Roseville, congratulations here in Southern California, Pasadena to be exact, congratulations. That course is nothing to be effed with. And if you did it over 2 hours, if you did it in 3 hours, whatever the time was, the fact that you did it, congratulations. That is a huge milestone.
Yeah.
That is not
For the
an
week.
easy course. It's not for the week. And yeah, I almost passed out. And then once I got my shit back together,
You were good.
I was good, but my vision was so sensitive. Every time I would see the color white, blanco, it was so vivid. It was almost like looking at a light or like a sun.
Whoa.
And it didn't go away for like 15 minutes, bro. I was like, I need agua.
Don't you need like sugar and stuff like that too?
Yeah, I thought I carved up enough, but it just took me out at the end of the day. But yeah, maybe I should carb up more and have a little bit more sugar. I've also been on a calorie deficit. I don't know if you know, I'm very sexy right now.
Yeah.
I was at 196. Now I'm
Yeah.
at 177.
Do you feel better?
I feel great, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I haven't been drinking.
Yeah.
I didn't eat anything. Actually, last night I had some sake,
There you go.
but I'm back to dial. That was just a little celebration.
Mm-hmm.
I have figured out that sake, Japanese sake, gives you such a relaxed buzz.
Kind of like wine.
Yes, I
Well,
think
is it
better.
Better.
There's almost like great energy
Yeah.
and like, I don't know. It's almost like you can feel the Japanese culture in the buzz, bro.
Yeah.
It's so good, man.
That makes sense.
The abundance.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that was you're talking about your abundance pour
Yeah.
on your
Oh,
story.
yeah. Kathy Karen posted it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was so good, man. And we had that. And, but yeah,
I feel I'm proud of both of us. I think we both have been very like dialed in on our.
You've been dialed in too.
Bro, I have not missed. Last week I trained 6 days out of the week.
You did.
I'm just feeling like really, really good. I feel like I've been a little more like, bro. I feel like I haven't really spoken much about it because
Yeah.
I just want to stay like zeroed in and just get the job done. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna pop off one day shirtless on the pod, not even on Instagram, just fucking ass naked on the pod.
I think maybe like you let me know. And
Yeah.
we don't even have to tell Saul or Jess.
Yeah,
We'll just fucking take off our shirts when we're ready.
and pants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
why not?
What's
dude?
wrong with that?
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, they see me with the latex, the lycra when I cycle. What's the difference if I wear underwear or like
Exactly.
briefs? Right? They're just as
Yeah,
tight.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys are on your fitness journey right now, I hope it's going good for you guys. I hope you guys are feeling motivated and
Yeah.
encouraged. I know a lot of people start the new year with fitness goals, and people tend to fall off around this time. So be aware of that. Keep going. We're just getting started with the new year, So hopefully you guys are still feeling inspired and motivated to stay on it. It's not I love the whole like mindset of like it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle.
That's what I was
So
about to say.
changing your perspective on like how you approach things can really go a long way.
You'll be in a better spot physically if mentally you're a lot better.
Yeah.
So like the whole like fitness game and getting your shit right and dialing in your, like, I don't like to say like I'm on a diet. Like I just want to say like this, I just eat clean now. Or like I just eat good,
Yeah.
as we should all, right? I don't like saying like, oh, I'm on a diet. I was like, no, what I eat is very clean. And if I need to splurge when I want to, that's fine. But that's the only way, because you can't outwork
A bad
diet.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you have it mentally, like right now, I'm mentally in a good place, and I know you are too, and that's why we're getting results, because mentally we know what to do, instead of like, oh, I just physically want to like be there, or like I don't say like, oh, I want to be ready for summer. I just want to be ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I want to just keep it.
For summer.
It'll be a bonus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, for
So,
sure, bro. For
yeah,
sure,
and
100%.
like Josh said, like if you guys are like on your fitness kick right now, we're here and we're all motivated just like you, and let's all do it together.
Yeah, let's do it. It is crazy though. Like this is the time where it slowly starts to kind of like fall off, right? Because now you're in the mix of it all. Like the motivation kind of starts to wear off. That's why I think it's important to like really have a different perspective of it. Like this is your life that you're changing.
Yeah. And
That you're bettering, I should say.
I'm fortunate enough to have this already because I'm always around it. But for everybody back at home who find it difficult to be motivated, I don't know your situation, but I personally will tell you, find people to hang out with that motivate you, because you must not be with the right people, to be honest. I am surrounded with people who do nothing but work out. I'm surrounded by my wife, who is a workout-aholic.
Yeah.
You know, she's a fitness beauty queen. But like my friends are also like, we're always in the gym. We always have things planned to work out. And it's great. A lot of people, they don't. And I was speaking to my mother about this too. It's just like, you know, if you hang out with people who run, you're eventually going to start running. If you hang out with people who bodybuild or whatever, you're eventually going to fall in love with that sport. Yeah. You know, with whatever it is, cycling, if it's boxing, you know, if you're not with the right amount of people, with the correct people to motivate you, I'm not saying don't be friends with them, because they're probably great friends. But if you want something different, you're going to have to find that as well.
It makes it a lot easier for sure.
It makes it a lot easier. Because motivating yourself, it's very possible, but it's also very, very difficult, especially when you've never been around that.
Yeah.
If I can chime in.
Of course.
Honestly, that has a lot to do with the reason why I kind of started running. Like looking at you guys and how active you were, I'm like, yo, I need to get on my game too. And to that extent, like you don't always feel motivated either. You know what I mean? Not. And that's when you have to kind of like do things even when you don't feel like doing them. Like, yes, exactly. You have to be disciplined about it, because motivation comes and goes, and you can't just work out when you feel really good and you're in the mood and then not work out for like a week because you don't have the motivation. Like do it anyway. Do it when you don't want to. And you're going to be like a much better person after. You know, you're gonna feel so good about yourself because you almost didn't go, but you did, and you pushed yourself, and you're a badass for doing it.
Yeah. Dude, I remember when Jess was like kind of nervous doing like the half marathon and like running all these miles. She's a half marathon queen now. It's no big deal for her.
I'll be back.
You know what I mean? And like, doesn't that make you feel so good about yourself that you can, like, you see other people doing it, and like you respect them so much more because you know what they're going through, but you're also like, yeah, that's me too. I'm part of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And which is a great feeling.
Yeah.
And I think that's why like either half marathons, full marathons, or whatever it is that you're doing, it's so nice to be around that, because you're so motivated. My mom texted me this morning and she was like, ay, mijo, estoy en el gimnasio and I'm on the Stairmaster for 5 minutes and I'm winded, you know? I was like, but I can't even imagine running for 2 hours like you did yesterday. And I was like, yeah, mom, but you're there though. Yeah. And tomorrow, you can do those 5 minutes a lot easier, or you'll do 10, and it's just you just progressively get better, and that's it. The fact that you're there, your money.
You got to count everything as a win. You showing up is a win. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to get so fixated on like, I didn't do an hour, so I failed. Like, you were at the gym. You know, that goes a long way. And every single time you do it is getting closer and closer to your goal. Yeah. So I think like I think that's what happens a lot of the time. People put a lot of pressure on themselves and expectations. And if they don't hit those expectations, then they'll like fall short. They'll just kind of give up. Yeah. But if you were to look at everything, I'm like, man, I showed up today, and that's good. And tomorrow I'm gonna show up again. I'm gonna do more. You know what I mean? Like, that just goes such a long way. And it carries this, you know what I mean? Like snowball effect. You know what a snowball starts small, right? And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Next thing you know, you got a snowman.
Yeah. I've only seen that in cartoons, but yes.
Yeah.
Snowman. But yeah, so I feel like the whole world is in a good place right now. Well, not that side, but like I feel like
maybe your world.
I don't know about that.
What I meant was like everybody who I talk to, they're like physically and mentally like in a good place where they like want to work out and everyone's eating clean. So
yeah,
it's good.
Let's get into these perspective of an asshole. Hopefully we didn't.
It works.
I like that. No, it's like it's both. Yeah, perspective of an asshole. We are the assholes. We're all.
That's what we should call these segments. Yeah. Perspective of an asshole.
Yeah, let's run
two
it.
Assholes.
Let's run it.
Yeah, we did this last week. And people seem to really reciprocate them really well. And yeah, I'm excited to get into these.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Jess, are you ready, madam?
Whoa, this is a long one.
This is not even the longest one.
Damn.
I think I'm in love with my friends with benefits. Ooh. I came out of a long-term relationship and I started to miss sex. I went on dating apps to find someone to fulfill those needs. Emotionally, I'm fulfilled by my relationships with my friends, my family, my loved ones, etc. So I wasn't looking for a connection like that with anyone else, just strictly sex.
Strictly dickily.
Correct. I met this guy and the sex is great. And we would see each other every other week. Again, just for that. But after a few weeks, I would stay a little bit longer at his place instead of leaving right away. He's also asked me out to dinner a couple times. I've said no, but lately I kind of want to say yes. We talk more and more. We talk more and more often, and we even realize that we have things in common. And now I don't know what to do. How can I tell him, especially after insisting that it was only for sex for so long?
This is such a great question. And this is kind of what we were touching on the last conversation about like protecting your heart. And I'm not one to judge because I'm not, okay? But sex with benefits, friends with benefits is very dangerous territory. You're playing with fire.
Yeah.
Because emotions, we're humans, right? We're gonna fall for people, especially
course.
if you start building a relationship with them.
You start caring for their
You start
feelings.
caring for them,
Yeah.
you know? So it's like you're playing with fire.
Yeah.
It's fun,
Yeah.
but it is
I like
dangerous.
that she was like strict with herself and saying no to dates and shit.
Yeah, for
No.
sure. Creating boundaries. You got to create those
You're
boundaries.
not taking me to Shakey's.
To Din Din.
You are only taking me to Pound Town.
Pound Town.
Only
All
to the
you can
boneyard.
eat.
Yeah.
All you can eat
Okay.
Pound Town. Yeah. But I think if you are starting to develop feelings, I think that it is important for you to communicate those feelings.
Yeah, of course.
To find out sooner than later. You know what I mean? Because if he's not interested and she's starting to fall, she needs to kind of cut that immediately. Because then she's gonna get hurt. And she's got to protect herself like she's
Yeah.
been protecting herself early on.
Well, it seems like homie wants to take her out to dinner too.
But that
so-
doesn't mean anything, bro. That don't mean anything. You know what I mean? Like, it's telling, but I don't think it means like, oh, he's into her just as much, right?
Well, yeah, we don't know if it's just as much,
Yeah.
but he's willing to spend some time outside of sexy time.
Yeah, yeah.
You
No,
know?
it's telling. It's telling.
Yeah.
It's telling. But I think it's worth the conversation.
Of course.
Before going to dinner. Hey, okay, so what are your intentions? We're dinner and what? What does that mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That must be a interesting conversation that she's gonna have.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, hey, like, you know, I know it's just strictly,
Dickly.
yeah,
Say it.
and dickly.
Strictly dickly. No, say it together.
I know it's strictly dickly.
Thank you.
But you know, I have some feelings for you, and you know, I'm starting to care about you. I don't know, you know, where you feel around this.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a conversation. I don't think she has an issue or a problem. I think it's an easy conversation. It's not like he doesn't like you or anything like that. He has to like you a little bit,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But-
it could always start off one way because she's saying at the end, especially after insisting it was only for sex for so long, things change. For so long, like, damn, like they've been friends with benefits for a minute. So I think, you know, maybe this is the next step in your guys' relationship.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friends with benefits though is very tough. I don't see it like really like. Do you remember when we had Shannon Boudrum? Yeah. And she was talking about how she was like, she had a guy that she would just use for sex. And then she had a guy that she would use for cuddling.
Yeah.
Because of like the dopamine aspect or the connections, the pheromones, whatever it is that draws you into somebody when you cuddle. So she would separate that. Bro, that's a lot of work. That's a lot.
It is. And that's a certain type of guy too. She's finding like the right guys because not
Yeah.
all guys will let that slide either.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like, well, did the guys know that
Yeah.
there was another guy?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think so.
they must have not cared. But I would say, like, if I was one of the guys I was getting connected with just emotionally, but I knew that you were having sex with another guy too, just for the sex,
Yeah.
I wouldn't let that slide. Like, you're not gonna use me just for emotion. I want to be used for everything.
Yeah. No, that's
You know
fair.
what I mean? Like, she's finding the right guys to do that.
For sure.
Right?
For
and,
sure.
and there's not a lot of them like that. I don't think so. I don't know anybody like that.
Like somebody who's just willing to like be
I
emotional.
might know like a guy that's like, yeah, like we just have sex and like she does her own thing, you know, but it seemed like but the other guy that was just there emotionally, I don't know any guy like that.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah,
But
for
if he
sure.
was cool with it, then yeah.
Yeah.
And I think she ended up being with him, right? Or no? Or I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I don't think I think you should just have a conversation with him. That's an amazing conversation to have over some pizza.
Love the dick, but maybe I love something more.
Stop saying
Your heart.
that. Stop saying dick.
No, what are you talking about? It's the first time I said it.
Say penis.
No.
Or pee-pee. Pee-pee's cute.
No.
I don't like you when you say dick.
Why?
I don't know. It's weird.
Come on, man. Think about it.
Yeah, but yeah, I think you're going through something cool. You know? It's working out, having sex. Now. Imagine like, hey, what are you doing? Wanna fuck?
I mean, yeah.
That's what goes on, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. DTF.
Yeah.
You know what DTF stands for?
Yeah.
I don't think you do. Next.
My boyfriend has a toxic, manipulative friend, and it's ruining my trust in him. Is it toxic of me to ask him not to talk to his friend anymore?
Ooh, I think
I need more context, by the way.
Yeah.
This is too short.
it's very yeah. Okay. My boyfriend has a toxic. Okay.
Like, how long have they been dating?
this
How
is
long-
very common.
for sure.
This is very common. I feel like every girl or even guys always go through, the friend. There's a friend there that is manipulative or like you've known for a while and they just can't, maybe he or she is not on your side, doing their thing. It's honestly, it's one of those things where it's like just in this situation, if he has a manipulative friend that you're not really you don't really care for because it's bad, but I think it's his as a man, it's his I can't talk today. It's his job to figure that out because it is if it's an issue with his girl, you know what I mean? He needs to do the right thing as a man to make things a lot better. Like whether that be distancing himself for a little bit or not.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very tough. It's very tough. I get what you're saying. You're saying that it should come from the guy first to really identify that his friend is like toxic and manipulative, and then him take the initiative.
Because I'm sure she's not
But
saying that
sometimes
just
as
'cause.
friends, like you don't catch that. You're kind of blind to that. You might just like not see that, and the girl might have a different perspective, right? She sees the way he's kind of talking and like doesn't like it, or sees the way he maneuvers and stuff. I don't think it's toxic to have a conversation with him about her feelings. I think it's toxic for her to be demanding on like who she or who he can or cannot be friends with. Like you saying you cannot be friends with that person because I think he's manipulative. That's toxic. That's not the way you handle a situation in a relationship. Hey, this is what's on my mind. This is how I feel about this person. I kind of want to like break this down, dissect this a little bit more so we can, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I think it's toxic when it's like, this is how it has to be.
Yeah.
That's toxic.
But if I knew truly in my head that my friend is toxic and like every time I'm around him, it's not a good night or like, maybe we're doing things we shouldn't be doing, blah, blah, blah. I, as a man, have to like understand that it is a problem. And my girl who loves me is just saying things the way they are. And it's my job to figure that out, or else I'm just going to keep, because it's going to cause two things: sadness for her and like anxiety when I go out or blah, blah, blah. Or it's going to cause our relationship to be whacked because now she's not going to want me to go out ever. And then that is another issue because then now I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Right. So I think it's the man's job to kind of figure that situation out and, pick and choose, honestly, because if he's really toxic and the friend doesn't change, you can't make the friend change either. That's his own thing. But if you really love your girl, I think you should really kind of like make the adjustments.
Yeah. I need to hear the conversation because if I genuinely had a friend that my girlfriend believed was like manipulative, I'd want to hear her out. Like, and I didn't see it. Like, I'd want to understand like, well, what's going on here? Like, what is it that I'm missing? You know what I mean? That's why I think it's like that conversation. So I think she is valid in how she feels.
Like she should have put like when he goes out with him, they don't come back till 3 a.m. and I don't hear from him, and
it's always
blah,
this
blah,
guy.
blah. Yeah,
he cheats on his girlfriend, blah, blah. Which I'm sure there's a lot of that in that, right?
Let's assume, right?
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, I think the thing is that when we get these questions, I feel like we always tend to say the same thing, which is have a conversation.
That's the best thing to do.
I know, but instead of like us saying like have a conversation, which it is the best thing to do, obviously have a conversation, communicate. That is the best thing
Some
to
people
do.
don't know how to communicate that.
Yeah.
Though, and they don't know the angle. So that's why I do stress a lot of communicating, but I try to provide like an angle on how to have that communication. It's not just like, okay, you can't go out with them. It's like, okay, let's get there together. Let's break this down and identify the problem.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So it's like for this situation, it's about expressing how she feels about that person, not bringing it about him. It's like, hey, this is how I feel. This is how I see it. And this is how I've been feeling. Therefore, I wanted to kind of get your thoughts and present that to you so we can identify how we want to do this.
Like she said, is it toxic of me to ask him not to talk to his friend
Yes.
anymore? Maybe, yes.
It is.
Maybe not be like straight up like, hey, don't talk to him anymore. Say, hey, sit down. This is how I feel when you go out with this guy, and because A, B, C, and D, because this is what always happens when you're with fulanito, right? So that maybe is a lot better than just saying, hey, don't talk to him anymore, right? Because most of the cases, these are people you grow up with, you know, and you love these friends as well. So you also have to take that into consideration. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Jess?
No, I agree. I think, you know, sometimes you have to have really, really hard conversations, and you have to be really real with yourself. And if you figure out how to approach the situation and you bring it up with your partner and they don't receive it in a healthy way, they're not at least open to it, then that also tells you a lot. You know, maybe they're in denial about what the activities their friend is encouraging them to do, or, you know, the travesuras that they're getting into. So I think it's hard, but you're not going to be able to get past it until you talk about it.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. If you really love your girl, and if you really, really like her, and you respect what she says, you as a man you have to do something about it. In a relationship, they're sacrificing. You know, it's like if my wife right now doesn't like something that I do, I'm gonna see what I can do to fulfill that.
You're in a different position though, bro. You're married. I think you're looking at it in the lens.
But
of
even if I
marriage.
really like my girl,
No, bro, I'm not like that. I'm sorry. If my girl I don't want you talking to this person, that's not happening, bro. Like, I'm not operating like that.
Yeah, yes, of course.
I'm not, first of all, I'm gonna be like, we're not doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna sit down, we're gonna have a conversation. I'm gonna listen to you. But one thing we're not gonna do is tell each other what to do.
yes.
So if my girl's right, I trust myself enough emotionally and to have the emotional intelligence to dissect what she's saying and process that, and then express how I feel so we can get to a middle ground.
Yes.
But there's no like, oh yes, babe, I'm gonna do this because you feel. I'm not doing that, bro.
No, that's like mandilon. No,
Yeah.
I know. I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying if there is an issue,
Yeah.
if there's truly, you know, that the conversation's like, damn, you're right, babe. That's why, yeah, of course, if she just says that out of the wind for no reason, fuck no. I'm not going to tell you what to do or who to hang out with or what time to be back home. Or you don't have to tell me fucking where you're going, exactly your location. And like, we're not doing that, because when a relationship fails is when you guys start parenting each other.
Yeah.
You're not with each other. You're with each other. Fuck. You're with each other to love each other, to be partners with each
Did
other.
you just want to say that?
Yeah, because of the last one.
Okay. I was like, wait, what?
You're with each other because you like each other.
Yeah.
When a woman or a partner or a woman or a guy, they start fathering you, or you start being my mother, shit goes to shit.
For sure. I never understand the logic of like guys wanting to be like the ruler of the house and like have their woman do whatever they say. That's not a partnership.
No. You lose yourself too. It's a whole different story.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, if there's a legit problem and you know that when you go out with me or somebody else, it's always fucking bad for your relationship because I manipulate you into doing something, you know? And you know that that's true. And if you really like your girl and you know that she has a point, you are going to figure something out. Mm-hmm. Right. But yeah, of course, if the girl just out of nowhere is like, nah, I don't like this. I don't like his energy.
But you're saying it in a way of like the friend is the person is aware that guy is toxic. Yeah. It's like if you know that your friend is toxic and you know that every time you go out with him, it's an issue. You're saying I should be able to identify that my friend is causing issues in our relationship and I should figure that out.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But I'm saying this is not always like that. Guys don't even see that sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of guys. We are, I would say, I'll give us the benefit of the doubt that we're better at catching that than maybe other men might be.
Yeah, because a lot of relationships, it's like you're with this guy, right? But that guy has single friends. Them just naturally being single is like toxic to them.
100%.
Right?
100%.
Okay, so in that case, that's a conversation that would be perfect for you. And then you can be like, no, we're not doing that because he's single. And if he wants to talk to women and I'm there, that's okay.
You're not gonna bubble me into his like world, his reality of like his reality is not my reality.
Exactly. So in that case, because that situation happens all the time where you're taken, but now you're in you're with your single friends because you're just genuinely hanging out. So it's like it's different. Yeah, it's a little like wishy-washy, but it's different. But I think my whole thing is like if it's genuinely a problem, then I get it.
This is another pretty long one.
Stacy.
Perspective of a man. I have a coworker, we'll call her Stacy, who is in a relationship with Steve and has been for almost 4 years now. She says she's very in love and wants to marry this man, and he claims to want to marry her too. However, he is 18 years older than her and still legally married. He has been separated from this woman for years, so the woman isn't an issue. But my coworker says Steve doesn't do anything to file for divorce. Not only that, he doesn't have a steady job. He is self-employed and works based off of jobs he gets called for, but doesn't have a steady income. So Stacy and their roommate pretty much pay all of Steve's bills.
Damn.
He is also not
Podcast full.
romantic. He's also not romantic towards her at all. Even after Stacy has voiced to him that this is something important to her in their relationship. When they go on dates, he tells her to pay him back for her meal or keeps track of things he buys her so that she can later pay him back. I feel like there's a lot of things my coworker is compromising for Steve in their relationship. So that being said, I guess I just want to get a guy's perspective on this rundown of Stacy and Steve's relationship.
Well, I mean, shit, you already said it straight off the bat. Like the fact that they've been with each other for such a long time. He's way older than her and he asked for money back for the meals.
Yo, look, I've come to realize as I've gotten older that some people like being miserable. You're putting yourself in a position like this where it's like Stacy sees the wrong in all of this. She's voicing to him how she feels. Her friends are probably telling her like, yo, this guy is not it. And she still continues to be with him.
He's worse than Steven DeMarco.
He's worse than Steven DeMarco, bro. He's worse than Steven DeMarco. This is one of those situations where you got to let it play out and let her learn through this kind of situation.
Yeah.
We've all had that friend who's like not in the best kind of situation in a relationship, and you have your own opinions, but they have to kind of see it out for themselves in order for them to get it. And I think that's how people learn. Dude, I've had my mom has been through the ringer of men. Okay. She's been through so many relationships where she's like trials and tribulations in her life. I've dated, and my mom has always given me the best advice when it comes to dating, dude. Like anytime I have an issue, I go to her and I'll tell her because she's been through it. Do I take it? Not all the time. And those times that I didn't and I had to learn through my own, those are the moments that I've really taken the most from. It's never when somebody tells me. It's when I go through it and I live it out that I'm like, okay, I really, really learned that situation. And I think that made me a better person. It's like the outcome of it was progressive. So I think for Stacy, it's like she's just gonna have to go through the situation with Steve and she'll figure it out. She'll get there.
Yeah, it's just hard for friends when they see you like that because they see you like that for such a long time and you love Stacy.
Yeah.
And it's like you just want to shake her and just tell her like, dude, what are you doing? You're waiting for him to propose to you when he can't even afford to buy his own dinner. Mm-hmm. When do you think that he's not even capable at the moment to buy you dinner? And you think that he's capable of marrying you and giving you a wedding and doing this and supplying you and taking care of you financially maybe, or just giving you somewhere to live?
Bro, I had a friend one time that this was like right after high school. Kind of a similar situation. He was dating a girl who was just not it. Clearly like using him, manipulating him, pretty much cheating on him, but was like finding ways to like make it seem like it wasn't really fully cheating. And he was like head over heels over this person. But every time we hung out, they would complain about her. Just complain about everything, every time. And in the beginning, as the kind of person that I am, I would listen. I would try to give him advice. I would try to like, uplift him to feel better about it all. Cause he was just like always just down bad about this girl. Bad, bro. To the point where like every time we hung out, I would have to tell him, yo, I don't want to hear about her. I don't want to hear about her. Not because I don't care about you, not because I don't care about the relationship, because you don't do shit about it. So now you're just wasting my time, you're wasting my energy, and it's ruining our time of hanging out. I want to hang out with you, but all you're doing is like you're moping around because of this girl who's clearly not into you, and you know it, and you deserve better, but you don't want to do shit about it. And so I'm just gonna let you do that. And then he would have moments where he would want to tell me, and I would tell him, no, we're not doing that. We're not gonna have that conversation. Because what are you gonna do, bro? What are you gonna do? You're gonna do shit. And it was like those kind of moments where he really kind of had to start checking himself. He ended up like breaking up with her, and it was crazy. But some people just have to live through it, bro.
Yeah.
And even as a friend, bro, you have to kind of step up to your friends and be like, I'm not going to have this conversation with you over and over and over again.
Yeah. I feel like you're damaging yourself. Like that person who wrote this message, like the message to you is, man, stop worrying about other people's relationship. Just let them be just let her be fucking miserable. You know what I mean? Like let them do the thing as long as it's not affecting you. You've already tried. It's already been 4 years. Let her learn the hard way. If she wants to waste her time with this guy, just let that be. You know what I mean? Like as friends and as family, we want to like uplift someone and tell them like the good and what to do. But bro, at the same time, those 4 years are passing. That doesn't mean that your 4 years stop. You know what I mean? Like your 4 years are going through as well. So it's like you get to a point that you understand that people just want to be miserable. Like you said, just let her fucking do her thing.
Poor
And
Stacey,
hopefully Stacey can figure it out. Yeah.
And word around town is Stacey's mom has got it going on. So
She doesn't though, Stacey.
she doesn't.
Yeah.
When does having a guy best friend become an issue in a relationship? So she's with somebody and there's a best friend involved, but strictly just the best friend. And I feel like this is a common situation too.
It is.
It is.
is,
It's just going back to that question, kind of like it reminds me of the question we just had a couple questions ago with the toxic friends and stuff like that. Guys sometimes they know, and because guys are guys, and they know that that's fine. That because I personally don't think it's bad that people have friends, girls have guy best friends or whatever, but statistically. Guys have thoughts. Guys are guys. Guys have thoughts, and now it's rare. It does happen where the guy genuinely loves that girl as a friend.
Yeah.
Right. But other guys, it becomes a problem because they know that no cierto. I know what that guy thinks of. Guys are guys. He probably has thoughts about her and likes her low key and blah 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 blah. So it does become an issue for the actual partner or whatnot, but. It shouldn't be an issue, but we don't live in that kind of world either. It's not a perfect world. So I don't know. I would have to know exactly who the guy is. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I have like a power. Like if I see you in your eyes, I know what kind of guy you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if I just met a girl that I started dating, she had this guy best friend, I would love to meet him.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately from that first night, from the second night I meet him, I know exactly who that man is. Like guys, I feel like have good intuition with other men.
Yeah.
And I would know who the fuck that is and how he acts and what his intentions are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. This is a tough question because that guy best friend, I would need to know who he is. Meet him. But yeah, I mean, if she met him before you, that's different. You can't just make somebody not be their friend. You can't just force them to get out of their friendship relationship.
I think that like once you start dating somebody, things just start like progressing on their own, like naturally and stuff. I think like, I don't know. It's tough because I've been in a situation similar to this, and I had this person that was like really good friends with this guy that lived near her. And I asked if I could meet him, like if we can go all hang out. And it was like, cool. Like, it was like, yeah, we can make it happen, but it never happened. So it's just like, it becomes an issue when like the guy, I'm saying me as an example, if I'm pressing to like meet this person and they're being like weird about it. Now it's becoming like an issue. Because like, hey, I'm trying to like we're dating, right? I'm trying to like learn you, like get to know you, know your friends, but you're blocking me from this one specific person and you're making it weird.
But everybody else, it's easy.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like anybody else, she'll bring along, just not
For
this
sure.
specific
Just not,
person.
Yeah,
you're not stupid either.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. But I think there gets to a point if you're dating somebody for like, I don't know, X amount of time, and like this person, what I'm trying to say is like, if that person is feeling uncomfortable, like for example, you said, you can call somebody out of their bullshit just by basically like looking at them, right? When are you gonna tell your girlfriend that? I'm asking you. You meet a girl, you just start dating, hypothetically speaking, Karen, this is different world, different timeline.
Yeah.
You meet a girl, you start dating her, you meet the guy friend.
Yeah.
You see him in the eyes,
and
you
I
look
don't
him in the
like
eyes,
it.
and you're like, I don't like this guy, and I know his intentions are bad.
Yeah.
But this guy is my best friend. I adore him. We've been together, we've been friends for like X amount of years. He's my safe space, all these things. These things you don't want to hear that it's being provided by.
He's
by
my
another man.
safe space. Fuck, that's already a red flag for me. You know, because if he's your safe space, I'm trying to be the safe space. Am I going to be the safe space too? You have 2 safe spaces?
Maybe.
I guess.
Okay. Okay, I'm the girl.
Yeah.
I'm the girl, okay?
I'll tell you the next day
You'll tell
that
me
I don't like him.
How are you going to tell me? Oh,
Hey-
okay, hold on. So what did you think about Jack? He's awesome, right? He's so cool.
I already don't like Jack.
Why?
I don't like that name, Jack. For a safe space guy. I'm joking, but yeah, I would tell him like, hey, so last night was fun. I think he's a great guy. I think he's really cool.
No, you don't think that though.
No, but like I genuinely do.
Okay.
Like he's probably a good guy, or
Okay.
not a. Yeah, he's probably a good guy, but like I know what kind of guy he is, and I do feel like he does like you, and as somebody who is gonna start.
Oh, you think you would? Okay. Okay.
That's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like
but-
that, I know. Well, like if he was cool, I'm like, yeah, he's cool. You can keep hanging out with them. I don't care, you know. Because at the end of the day, and plus at the end of the day, if Jack is good or bad, and they're hanging out anyway, or even if he's good or whatever, even regardless, because we're scared that she's gonna or he's gonna pull some like move on her, right? Or she pulls a move on him, right? That's what we're scared of. That's why we're talking about this, right?
For sure. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the whole issue, correct? So that's going to happen regardless. So that's going to happen regardless if it happens. Does that make any sense? Like if she already has it in her mind that she would do something with that guy or that guy is going to do something, like it's bound to happen. And
It's inevitable.
it's inevitable. So you can't really help that. You're not preventing something to happen like that, right? By just saying, I don't want you to hang out with him.
Yeah.
But if he was cool or whatever, I'm like, yeah, he's a really cool guy. Like, you know, like I can see why you like him so much, you know, because I can genuinely feel that. But if the case was that I genuinely feel like he's just a guy, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like, es un perro and stuff like that. And I get why you like him and I get why you guys have these conversations together, but I just don't have that. I don't really have like a good, I don't feel very comfortable with you hanging around with them as much. Just say that I said that. I would just say that, and then she can take it. I'm not gonna try to convince. I'm gonna be the type of guy that's not gonna convince her to
Stop
not
hanging out.
hang out with him. This is how I feel, and the way that you're gonna take it, then is the way that I will take our relationship. I'm not gonna force. Like you knew him already. I'm not gonna force you to not. I'm not saying don't hang out with them, but I do feel whatever about him, and it would make me feel better if you didn't. But I'm not gonna tell you to not hang out with them. But if you do, then just know that that reaction is gonna cause another reaction from me. But I'm not gonna tell you not to hang out with them. But I don't care for him, right? And it's not his fault. It's just I just know what kind of guy he is.
Yeah.
Right? But I would never tell her not to see him. But if I feel like, yo, if you like me and you want to be with me, and and obviously we're gonna be together because I'm not just dating you for friends with benefits, and I'm not just dating you for shits and giggles just to have sexy time. It's because I want a future with you. So if you want to respect what I'm saying, and she knows that I genuinely feel that way in a very positive way or manner, then I hope that she respects that, and then she can figure that out and, you know, make the adjustments for somebody that she wants to fall in love with.
Perfect.
This next one's really good.
That's it? Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, like, did I nail it or not?
Yeah.
You know, and I was gonna say a lot of best friends start by being friend zoned. It's like they got friend zoned, so now they're best friends.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very, very
Ooh,
true.
I like that. So
Rough waters.
So
he was probably friend zoned. That guy. Well, most guys are just their friends because they got friends. Yeah, it makes sense. So initially, yeah, they like you. You don't think that, you know, you don't think that if you went in for a kiss with him, he would kiss you back. He's gonna be like, no,
yeah.
you know. But you know, that's just, I guess.
There's a trend on TikTok. I don't know if you guys saw it, and it's like an old trend, but literally it's these girls and it's like kiss your guy best friend and see how
How
he
they
reacts.
react. Oh, I've seen this.
And like the guys like are all about it.
They're
Like
flustered or they're like,
rarely
yeah.
is it like, what are you doing?
Yo, yeah.
It's more like finally. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Oh, it's like a finally.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's two parts to that. I feel like it's either finally or fuck it, why not? If you're a single and you're a guy, why the fuck does it matter if she's your friend or not? Guys are gonna kiss any girl that'll go up to them and just mack them down. You know, to a degree. Obviously, if you have like, if you're that's not your type. But I feel like any guy, if you're willing to make out with another girl that's somewhat your type, maybe you don't like are head over heels for her, but you're gonna do it for the shits and giggles. Guys are, honestly, you know, truly. So yeah, but like a girl, I feel like is a little bit more. No, what the fuck, you know? Obviously.
I think the reason why girls will also like they'll friend zone a guy and just be okay with being friends with them is because they do like the specific thing that they provide, that guy might provide, right? And it's not good, it's not healthy. But then when that guy comes in, somebody like you who's saying you can provide everything, she might not trust you that you can fully provide everything. So she's gonna keep him to get that thing she's looking for that she needs until she can get that certainty from you.
Yeah. You're right. I feel like there's a lot of women that friend zone guys. Maybe they don't like them physically, emotionally, sexually, but they like them as a friend and they talk to them and they have good conversations and blah, blah, blah. They get friend zone. But that guy, you're right. It probably provides you a lot for you and maybe your friends.
Yeah.
Because I've been in situations and I know girls, you know, that I've been
I don't
around
even mean
with.
that monetarily, by the way. I meant that like, you're not saying monetarily, right? Like I'm saying like emotionally, like funny, whatever it is. I don't just mean
Yeah,
money,
that's fine. But a lot of girls also like they keep guys because of the connections that guy has. You know what I mean? Or oh, let me hit up Fulanito. He always like figures it out for me. You know, then that's cool. And now I'm just his friend. Yeah. He fucks with me, you know? Maybe that's the reason too.
Yeah.
Because there are some guys that can provide something that the girls' girlfriends or the girls' guy friends don't.
100%.
I'm not saying that, you know, they don't like them, they're using them, but, you know, they just tell him he's a nice guy and he's my friend and he helps me out on some stuff. And, you know, when I need something, he for some reason always has the answer. But I just don't like him physically or emotionally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of guys that
Girls
you're
are
her
better
friends.
at doing that than guys are.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like girls can see the goodness in other guys and not have like a sexual attraction. It for guys is not always like that.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. Guys are horny.
Ahora sí?
Yeah.
My ex left me to be with someone else, and I can't seem to get past the hurt and the sadness. We dated for a year, and we had a connection unlike anything I've ever experienced with anyone. We were pretty serious, and we talked about moving in together, marriage, all of it. He randomly met someone else and basically dropped me like what we had meant nothing and moved on. I'm a fairly confident person. I know my value and my worth. I'm not someone who chases after others, and I'm not chasing him. I recognize his behavior and his choice had everything to do with him and not me. But even so, for some reason, I can't get past being sad and hurt and missing him. It's been 6 months. Why do I still miss someone who chose to hurt me and who chose to not be with me? Any advice as to how to move forward and get past the pain would be appreciated.
Yeah. First of all, I'm sorry you went through that. It sucks. Heartbreak is one of the worst pains anybody can ever deal with, especially when you really like the other person. But it's just life. It really is just life. Sometimes that happens. I've been cheated on before as well, and it doesn't feel good. And it's just, I hope that you're just surrounded with like people that really love you, that you can like focus on something else. Me personally, as almost a 36-year-old, I'm 35. You were only with them for a year. So like, honestly, personally, like I know that might be a long time, but I feel like it's better that you weren't with them for that long, because it would have hurt more if you were with them for a lot longer. Because 1 year, to be honest, is not that long. You can't do anything about it if somebody wants to move on. Am I right? Like that guy must have been like, that's kind of like a dick move, just what he did and just moved on completely. But that's life. And I hope that time will heal you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, time heals.
Because she's heard what he did, but the sad reality is that you didn't have what he was looking for.
Yeah.
That's just that's not what he wanted, and that doesn't mean that you don't have something people look for. Just that's not what he wanted. And you know, you shouldn't feel it's okay to feel heartbreak, but I think time will just heal you.
I think the advice I would say as far as like moving forward is like allow yourself to feel the way you feel and like allow yourself to like really process how you feel. And I would focus on the good of your life and things that you are grateful for. And knowing that like the best is yet to come for you.
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
And the situation does suck, and it is what it is. But you can't focus on anything else outside of yourself.
Yes.
Like you are the priority here.
Yes.
Focus on things that make you happy. Focus on things that fulfill you. Don't get so caught up in the past or what you're looking for or whatever. It's like focus on what you have now, what's present, and working on yourself to be like the best version of yourself and learning to like focus that love that you're giving to him back to yourself.
Yeah.
You need to like love all that energy you're giving towards him. It needs to be towards yourself. Because if you did give that energy towards yourself, you would not be feeling the sense of regret or remorse or whatever. Because the truth is, he's gone. He selected somebody else, but you can always choose you. So I would say choose you every time.
And the thing is that when that happens and you finally meet somebody else, don't compare that last relationship to this new one either. Like start fresh, start fresh. Because what happens is then you bring that negative energy into this new relationship and it starts denting that. Because you can't compare this new guy to your old guy either.
I think why people do that is because they don't allow themselves to fully heal from like previous like relationships. So I think like with her, another great advice is like, let yourself heal. Don't rush into anything because you're looking to be fulfilled by another person. Like make sure you're fulfilled with yourself. Allow yourself to heal. Go through this process. Healing looks so different for so many people. Don't let anybody tell you, especially somebody on the internet, you should be over it already. Like you're going to heal in your own way and it's going to look a lot different to you than it does to the next person. But make sure that you are taking the steps to heal and never forget to have like gratitude in your life. Like that's like the main thing that I would say like to focus on. But it does suck, dude. Like when you're all in on somebody and you get like blindsided and they like decide to choose another person over you, like, dude, that is a shot.
Yeah.
That's a shot. And that hurts. That hurts. So it's okay that you're hurt. It's okay. But you got to start working on yourself. You got to take it back to you.
And this whole like, I feel self-confident, like, because you are confident. It's just whatever happened, but like don't ever take anything away from yourself. Be who you are, still don't change, and don't feel like there was anything wrong with you, because there wasn't. It's just things happen. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, they start like doubting themselves. Like, what did I do wrong? Should I change? No. You will find somebody who loves you just for who you are, and that's it. And be yourself, because once you start changing, even if you find somebody else and you are changed, I guess, or whatnot, you want to be happy with being who you are, like genuinely who you are. But yeah, I think you should definitely heal yourself first. Time will heal you. So it's okay. We'll give you a virtual hug from here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does suck, bro. I've been cheated on. That's not a joke. Like it really hurts.
Cheating is one thing, but like leaving, because he didn't cheat on her. He just left her for another girl. Like that's, you know, like that's different, bro. It's like, hey, I'm choosing this other person over you. It's the same thing as cheating for sure, but it's like, it's still like a little bit different. It has a different way to it for sure, you know? Because at least he was like, hopefully he didn't cheat on her, but at least he was like, I can't do this because there's somebody else. Yeah. But that fucking hurts. That's a shot to the ego.
Yeah.
That's a shot to the ego.
And it takes time. No. But nomás en esta vida, I promise you, nomás solo hay una. So it's like, you know, just focus on yourself and just heal, and don't let him like control your emotions going through all, because it does not only just affect you, it affects your work, it affects family, it affects, you know, everything else. Yeah. But like even like being devil's advocate, like are you mad at the guy?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I got to give him credit for at least being, I don't know. Hopefully he didn't cheat on her.
No,
but
he
just
didn't.
Based on what
Let's
we're
just
seeing
say
here, like he had a conversation with her and he was able to be honest about how he feels. Like, dude, that says a lot. And at least he had the courage to tell you so you can move on and heal. You know what I mean? And not cheat on you.
That's why I said, like, I'm sorry. It's just, it wasn't what he was looking for, truly. Yeah. You know, but that doesn't mean that you don't offer anything. You do. It's just
Yeah.
that's just not what he wanted. So you can't be mad at that either. But yeah, time will heal for sure.
She said, why do I still miss someone who chose to hurt me and who chose not to be with me? The heart is so complicated. There's no answer to that, you know? I think that's normal. That's human, like emotions. You were attached to somebody. So it's like you're not just gonna like there's no switch. Like humans don't operate on switches, right? There's no like, okay, I don't like this person anymore. I don't like how to feel. I'm not gonna feel for them. You're going to feel for them, you know? So I think that's like a human, but don't beat yourself up for that either, you know?
Yeah, you can't. And that's why I said, like the very beginning, I said, that's just life.
Yeah.
Things happen. That's life. You love something and then it hurts you, and statistically, it might not be your first time. Might be your second.
What?
Getting your heartbreak again.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I see it.
It hurts less and less though.
Yeah. You just become a cold motherfucker.
Go.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're in the middle of all of this, and 6 months isn't a long time to get over someone who,
Right.
like it kind of sounds like we're in love with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's always going to be rough when it doesn't work out. When love isn't reciprocated, it's always rough. But we don't know what's in store for us in the future. You know what I mean? And everything, I'm a firm believer in that. Everything always happens for a reason.
Yeah.
So just kind of like trust in that. Trust in that there's a plan for you that you might not understand right now, that you might not really see, and that you're going to get through it. You know, it's just a temporary situation.
Yeah.
And allow yourself to feel it, like Josh said. But you know, just know that there's going to be better days ahead. Like the pendulum swims both ways, right? Like you're going to be really sad one day, you could be really happy. And like similarly in relationships, like it didn't work out for a reason. And even though you don't understand, maybe just focus on that and try to believe in that and hope for that, you know, and you don't know what the future has in store for you. Maybe this is clearing the way for someone even better that's going to come along that you
Who's going to choose you,
that you wouldn't have met if you had been with this person. So yeah, I'm sorry, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so sorry that happened.
Fucking asshole.
No, Karol G and Fade have allegedly broken up.
Wait, didn't they break up a while ago?
Oh, this news to me.
Oh shit. I heard they had broken up a while ago.
Says 11 minutes ago on Complex.
Oh shit.
Maybe you knew something we didn't, Josh.
Damn.
Yeah,
Shit, he hit me up.
Damn.
Oh yeah, he did tell me that. He did. You guys just find out? Damn.
That's crazy. They looked like they were gonna go, you know, the whole way.
You know who I thought was gonna go all the way too? Rao and
Rosalia?
Dude, I like them. I like them. I don't think I was ever been like invested in a relationship where I was like, damn, I really like them together.
They're both a cute couple.
And it could have just been the TikToks they were making. So
Yeah.
that I was sold on them. I was like, they love each other so much.
Yeah. And then I can't believe Rosalia was like low-key dating the guy from The Bear. What's his name again?
Like pretty quick after.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fuck with that fool too.
Yeah.
He's so cool.
But they're two different like
Yeah, but that was just like a thing, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think that.
that was like a fling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's crazy.
Dang. So they broke up, huh? Karol G and Fade.
Allegedly. Yeah, apparently.
Damn.
Well, they don't really like post each other anymore like that.
They don't?
They didn't have a kid or anything, right?
No.
Yeah.
They were just
Do you feel like Karol G is looking for love like that? Like wants to get married?
yeah. Why do you say that? Why do you ask that? You don't think so?
Well, yeah. Well, because she's always in a relationship.
Oh,
So
really?
I'm like, she's always trying to like maybe like
Find it.
maybe have a family. I don't know. There's who's wrong? Like, you know, like I feel like Anuel was just not it. That guy's kind of
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
whack. But Faye, I feel like you know what I told you I can see through people's eyes. You know, like Anuel, whatever, you're cool, you make good music, but I just didn't see it. And with Faye, I saw a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder. You know, you get so interested in like who didn't want it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like who fucked up, or like why didn't it work out, or is it just they're just too, maybe they love each other, but they're just too busy, or they never see each other and they rather, you know, like, not, you know, it doesn't always have to be like what was wrong, right? It's just like, yo, maybe we were just too busy and
Didn't work out.
it didn't work out. But then the question is like, but if you really, really love me, do we make it work out no matter what? You know what I mean?
Fade is known, like I think his most like viral songs are like breakup songs, right? Like what if this is all an artist play? Like I heard Drake does that.
Yeah, Drake does.
Right? Like he puts himself in these like emotional situations, like relationships, just to feel heartache to be able to write music. Bro, Fade's biggest hits are breakup songs. Like shit that he feels like after, like the girl left him and shit like that. I'm not saying that's it, but just imagine. It's a podcast.
Yeah.
You know, think about
We're about to get an album then.
it. We're like an album.
Because, you know, you wonder, like, dang, was there something wrong on one side or was it a mutual agreement? But, you know, humans are humans. And even if you have a lot of money like they do, you would feel like you can just figure it out, right? But who knows?
Yeah.
It's neither there nor here.
One last one
Okay.
for the vibes. Is it a red flag if he doesn't want to post you on his social media at all?
Yeah, that's a red flag for sure. Yeah, that's a red flag.
Yeah, I would say,
that
so.
all is kind of crazy. Obviously, I hate to say this, but like we need a little bit more context. Like, how long have you guys been dating? Are you guys on your first date? According to Sebas, all ready to go. So you
Yeah.
want to hear? But Sebas was like, there was like a question when somebody asked, like, the guy posted me on like our first like date. Is it weird? Something like that. And Sebas was like, no, I don't think it's weird at all. Like we're like, what, bro? That's weird.
Yeah.
So I guess like
I don't know. I just felt like if you want to hang out,
I get what
like,
you're
on a
saying.
post, like, just
Yeah.
naturally, hey, you know, if I wanted to. But if
Yeah.
you're being a creep about like, yo, I'm gonna post it so like my friends or like people can see that I'm with a girl or something,
Yeah.
then that's kind of weird and different. But like naturally post or whatever, I guess. But
Yeah.
yeah, I get it now. Though,
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
the
for
way
sure.
that you guys were explaining it, like,
Bro, there's like
it's
there's
like kind of like
boundaries.
a little soft launch. Yeah, it's kind of.
It's like yeah.
It'll be weird for the girl. if
And
I
the
did
thing
that.
is, bro, like we live in the age of like social media. Like everybody overanalyzes everything. As much as you want to be like, oh, it's just a post. Like no, people are gonna overanalyze it. You know?
Yeah, because
So
this can go either way, right? Like, is it a red flag if he doesn't post me at all, right?
that's a red flag, bro.
Okay, but what about if like, so like, cause yeah, obviously that's a red flag, but like, let's like play like devil's advocate, right? It's like, what about if like there's a girl in your life that you really like and you're not ready to show the world yet, but because you really like her, and like until you know that you're gonna like really, really, really be with her
Okay.
and like commit to this, then you can do it, or else you're just gonna be the guy that posted it and then broke up with her, or like it didn't work out. So like there's some guys that like they have like anxiety from that. It's like, yo, I'm only gonna do this once we're like ready to commit. Like if you guys already committed for a while and he still hasn't posted, then yeah, obviously it's a red flag.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I mean? Like if you're dating somebody for a while, I don't know, like at the end of the day, like the world is the world, humans are humans. He doesn't like social media is just a tool. It shouldn't become a life. You know what I mean? But I get it as well. Like,
I mean, I get it in the
this
sense
new
of
era
like
is,
if
like,
this guy
everything-
is like not, because there's a lot of guys who are just not active on social media, right?
Yeah.
And if he's not even posting anything, then I mean, I guess it's not like a red flag, right? Like if this fool does not post, like he just doesn't post nothing, you know? But if he's like actively posting and he's like dodging her, like posting her, like yeah, that's a red flag.
yeah, but I wish there was more like, are you guys together? Because if you're not, I don't think you should care.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never been in that world with social media.
Yeah, I think if you're not getting posted on like National Women's Day or on your birthday or on your anniversary, if he's not posting, then that's a huge red flag.
Hey,
Are
but you guys
posting
are
your
already
girl on National
together, right?
Women's Day?
Yeah, bro, was my favorite woman.
That's adorable. That's adorable.
Yeah. It just depends. It so much depends. But if we're looking at it the way that I think we're all looking at it, is it's a red flag.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I also want to know how long you've been with him. I want to know does he really like you? But if I want to be on the guy's side, I'd straight up be like, there's some guys that sometimes they're not ready for that, you know, because it's maybe a big deal for them. I don't know. But I think it is a red flag sometimes. And it goes the same way with women. Why aren't you posting me? You know, why are you hiding me? But women like to have their guard up as well. Maybe he has his guard up.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? We just need more context.
What do you think, Jess?
Yeah, I think you need to have a conversation. No, if this is something that's like a big deal to you, talk to them about it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know the reasons. You're right. Like me, I'll go months without posting anything on my
Right,
stories,
right.
you know, or like weeks, whatever. And sometimes it's just like that. Some people don't post the same way, don't behave on social media the same way. They
Yeah,
do.
that's what I'm saying. Like, don't let social media be your world, your life.
Yeah.
Like, oh, if he doesn't do this on social media, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Bro, some people don't look at social media like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I respect that. If you don't look at it like that, like, dude, I know so many people that like they don't give a fuck about social media
At all, dude.
And I'm like, dang, that's kind of tight.
Yeah.
You know, I respect that.
Yeah.
You don't care about what you post. You don't care about anything. You know, it's just like we're in this world and we do this, but there's some people that don't care. There's guys that don't care. They'll post their thing or whatever. Sometimes maybe I don't post it because I just like to only keep my page a certain way. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was good. That was fun. Perspective of a man, huh?
Yeah.
I'm an asshole.
Perspective of an asshole.
Yeah, perspective of an asshole.
Yeah, those are really good. Thank you guys so much for putting those there. I know that we enjoy talking about that just as much as you guys like to listen to them. Please, we still have the docu file or whatever they're called, like on the line. So put some more on there as well. It would be really, really helpful because we're gonna definitely do more of those.
Did
in
these
the
come from
future.
Instagram?
Yeah, some of them.
Oh,
Most of them, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, these are good. No, it's just crazy. Like, people just be out here like going through shit, man.
Really? You don't know how good you have it.
Yeah.
Like, and that's not just you specifically. Like,
Yeah, for
one
sure.
in general
Anybody,
doesn't
yeah.
know how good you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And heartache is such a son of a bitch because I feel like a lot of these are like relationship ones and like, damn, people can really hurt people in so many ways, bro. This is crazy.
And it stays with you for a long time. It might
Yeah.
stay with you forever. Like that guy that just breaks up with her instantly like that out of nowhere. She probably didn't see it coming. Like that messes with you.
Dude, major.
But if you can, I'm not saying do it, but if you can, like, don't dwell on that with your next relationship because then it tarnishes that relationship too.
Mhm.
Honestly, it's kind of like a vicious cycle. But you can't dwell on it like that and then like act like you did something wrong too, or like feel like I need to change and then like be somebody else because the way that I was naturally didn't help. You don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, have a great Monday. Have a great week. You too, Josh.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about this week. I have a very fun-filled week coming up. So, guys, love you guys. This is the new Stila right here.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you guys next year.
Next Monday, baby. Nos vemos en la próxima plática. You are only taking me to Pound Town.